Are you looking for the best laptops for music production? In this video, we will look at some of the 5 best laptops on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Apple MacBook Pro. Whenever we talk about music production, content creation, video editing, photo editing, etc., MacBook Pro is something that strikes in mind first. MacBook Pro is a top-of-the-line laptop that is made for sheer performance. Take any DAW you want to use for music production, this MacBook Pro will give you the experience people dream of. Under the hood, it runs on Apple's very own M2 Pro chipset, which not only gives you performance but also gives you long battery life that is not possible on any other laptop right now. The 12-core CPU and 19-core GPU is optimized to give you a fluid experience. Along with that, we also have 16GB RAM and 512GB SSD. You can also upgrade the specification up to 32GB RAM and 8TB SSD. With this machine, you can run any DAW like Ableton Live, Logic Pro, Pro Tools and FL Studio to their full capacity. You can also ask Apple to install Logic Pro if you don't have one already. We all know that music production software has gorgeous but heavy animations, spectrum graphs, colors, and other graphic-oriented interfaces. So to process everything smoothly, MacBook Pro comes with a 19-core GPU that handles all the graphics on the screen. To display all those gorgeous interfaces, we have a massive 16.2-inch Liquid Retina XDR display that looks absolutely gorgeous. It got the best dynamic range, contrast, and brightness up to 1000 nits XDR peak brightness and 1600 nits HDR peak brightness. Every music production software gives you top-of-the-line user interface on this display. You can also get a 14-inch display, but the big screen is preferred for music production as there are a lot of knobs and options that we want to see clearly, and the small screen tightened up the whole interface. Talking about the big screen, you can also check these 17-inch laptops for laptops with bigger displays, but if you specifically inclining toward MacBook, this is the biggest MacBook you can get. While producing music, a lot of gears and instruments are required, and to connect them to your music production laptop, MacBook Pro offers you a 3x USB Type-C port, 1 HDMI port, 3.5mm headphone jack, and an SDXC card slot. The RJ45 Ethernet port is missing, but if you really wanted to connect the Ethernet LAN cable to your MacBook, you should see this guide to connect Ethernet cable without RJ45 LAN port. If you want to connect a MIDI keyboard or MIDI guitar with a USB Type-A port, you need to use an adapter, which is totally okay considering the kind of powerful machine we are getting. The battery backup you are going to get is 21 hours, which is just amazing for a laptop. The 6 speakers system on MacBook Pro is, no doubt, the best speaker setup with woofers, but most music producers use audiophile headphones or studio headphones to master the music, which helps them to give an accurate idea about the sound, pitch, tone, velocity, transitions, effects, etc. With portable monitors, you can extend the display and get more display areas for producing music. Overall, if you have the budget and looking for a professional or high-end music production laptop, this MacBook Pro is just the best laptop for music production. You can even edit professional-looking 4K music videos on it. At number 2. Asus ZenBook Pro Duo. For almost the same pricing, Asus is giving you something that is just perfect for music production. With dual OLED touchscreens, Asus ZenBook Pro Duo looks like a laptop from the future, but it makes perfect sense when it comes to music production. Asus ZenBook Pro Duo runs on 12th Gen Intel Core i7 14-core, 6P+80 processor, coupled with 16GB RAM and AMP, 1TB SSD. This specification can brilliantly handle all the music production software and MIDI instruments. You don't need to worry while working on the multiple tracks with effects and plugins installed. Every DAW gives you a smooth, responsive user experience without any compromises. For graphics, we also have a 6GB NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 GPU for handling all the graphics parts. Now let's talk about the displays, which are the main attraction of this laptop. The main display of the Asus ZenBook Pro Duo is a 15.6 inches OLED touchscreen display with 4K 3840x 2160p resolution. You can turn all kinds of knobs, set reverb, delay, play drums, piano, tune the mixer using your own hand. The touchscreen display is just perfect for music production. It is kind of an instrument itself. You can connect a vertical monitor for extended visuals of effects, FX, and more. Along with that gorgeous 4K OLED main display, we have another 14-inch 4K display with a matte finish over it. Asus calls it ScreenPad Plus. ScreenPad Plus acts as an extension to the main display, and you can also split screens. If you are looking for the best laptop for music production and video editing, Asus ZenBook Pro Duo is just for you. The music production on Asus ZenBook Pro Duo is absolutely the dream of many budding music producers. Check out this Asus ZenBook Pro Duo demo video with Bitwig Studio, which is another popular DAW available for Windows, macOS, and Linux. Apart from all that, we have a couple of connectivity ports that let you connect to MIDI instruments, guitar amplifiers, mic, and whatnot. The port includes USB 3.2 Type-A, 2x Thunderbolt for USB Type-C, HDMI 2.1, 1x 3.5mm headphone/mic combo jack, and a DCI in port. You will also get Asus Active Stylus Pen that you can use to draw sound patterns, play with graphs, and much more. If you are looking for the best music production laptop, Asus ZenBook Pro Duo is just the epitome of music production laptops. Running on Windows 11, Asus ZenBook Pro Duo is the best laptop for music production one can get. At number 3. MSI Creator M16. MSI never fails to impress me, and MSI Creator M16 is another reason why. As the name is suggesting, MSI Creator M16 is a laptop made for content creators. Be it music production, video editing, live streaming, gaming, or anything you can imagine. It is a fully loaded laptop that is also brilliant for music production. Under the hood, MSI Creator 16 runs on the 12th Intel Core i7, 8-core processor coupled with a whopping 32GB RAM and 1TB SSD. If you still have questions about the performance of this laptop, you need a new perspective on how you think about laptops. It is just perfect for professional-grade music production and other creator work. Every music production software, plugin, and effects run buttery smooth without any sort of jitter, lag, or whatsoever. Since it is a creator laptop, you also get to see 6GB NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 GPU, which will majorly improve the graphics on the display. You can also connect the monitor for RTX 3060 for an even better viewing experience. Whether animations or video rendering, this GPU is powerful enough to give you gorgeous on-screen graphics. If you are looking for the best laptop for music production and video editing, there is nothing better than MSI Creator M16. Moving forward to the display of this laptop. MSI Creator M16 comes with a massive 16-inch display with a 16:10 aspect ratio. Usually, you will see a 16:9 aspect ratio in laptops, but this laptop is made for more screen area. Along with that, we also have better screen resolution. While other laptops come with full HD resolution, this laptop comes with QHD plus 2560*1600p resolution covering 100% DCI-P3 color gamut. Accurate, bright colors are what you can expect with this laptop. The cooling system of MSI Creator M16 is also designed in such a manner that keeps the system cool so that you can get maximum performance while rendering multiple tracks or recording multiple tracks. MSI has equipped 2 fans and 4 heat pipes that make sure that CPU and GPU remain cool while you are rendering multiple tracks to make that magical song of yours on Logic Pro, Pro Tools, Ableton Live, or any other DAW. MSI Creator M16 is also rich in ports and amp connectivity options. We have 2x USB 3.2 Type-A ports, 1x USB Type-C port, HDMI port, a 3.5mm headphone/mic combo jack and amp, RJ45 LAN port. With these wide arrays of connectivity options, you will be able to connect mic, MIDI instruments, mixers and other gear and equipment at once, which is a little convenient when you are playing with multiple pieces of equipment. Running on Windows 11, MSI Creator M16 is one of the best Windows laptop for music production. If you are looking for the best laptop for music production, video editing and amp gaming, there is nothing better than this powerful Windows laptop. If you are looking for more laptops in this price spectrum, you should these best gaming laptops under $1,500, which are also suitable for music production. At number 4. Asus VivoBook 15. The above-mentioned laptops are top-of-the-line laptops for music production, but if you are looking for the best laptop for music production under $800, Asus VivoBook 15 is something you can consider. It comes with a decent spec sheet, which is enough for beginners. This laptop is not powerful enough to handle multitracks, and that is something you should know. Here are more gaming laptops under $800 that come with similar specs required for music production. Under the hood, VivoBook is powered by an 11th Gen Intel Core i5 processor. Intel Core i5 processor fulfills the minimum requirement to run DAWs like FL Studio, Ableton Live and other popular DAWs. Along with that, we have 12GB DDR4 RAM and 512GB M.2 SSD. Everything on VivoBook is satisfactory, and this laptop checks everything you need for music production. Asus laptops are also known for low DPC latency, which is definitely a good thing for music production. The storage is very limited on this laptop, but as an alternative, you can easily connect a 1TB external SSD for backup and storage. For installing DAWs, 128GB is good enough. The display of Asus VivoBook 15 comes with 15.6 inches display with Full HD 1920x 1080p resolution. The display looks absolutely gorgeous and bright. Every option in DAW is clearly visible on this display, and there is nothing you are missing. For connectivity, it comes with a wide range of ports like USB 3.2 Type-A, USB Type-C port, HDMI, card reader, and 3.5mm headphone mic combo jack. You will also see a fingerprint reader on the VivoBook just for the sake of security. Asus also added a backlit keyboard, which is definitely a good add-on, especially if you like to produce music on a low-lit room. Overall, Asus VivoBook 15 is a well-balanced laptop that gives you great value for money. If you are looking for the best laptop for music production under $300, Asus VivoBook 15 is something worth considering. At number 5. HP Pavilion 15. Moving forward to another budget laptop for music production, and here we have HP Pavilion 15, which comes with everything you need to produce high-quality music. If you are specifically looking for a laptop with an Intel i7 processor at an affordable price, HP Pavilion 15 is for you. It runs on the latest 12th Gen Intel Core i7, 10-core processor coupled with 16GB RAM and 512GB SSD. HP Pavilion 15 is offering you 10-core processor, which is any day better than quad-core or 4-core processor in Asus VivoBook 15 mentioned above. I would highly recommend you to go with the processor with more cores, as you will see a significant difference in both processors. Also, there are no huge differences in the pricing. This laptop also checks everything you need to smoothly run music production software. The 512GB SSD is something that might bother you in the future, but an external SSD can solve the problem. Considering the price point, the i7 10-core processor, 16GB RAM, and 512GB SSD, Pavilion 15 is a value-for-money laptop. Talking about the display, it has 15.6 inches Full HD 1920x 1080p resolution IPS display that looks pretty good to the eyes. The bezels are thin, which also gives you a sense of widescreen and an immersive viewing experience. The 15.6-inch size is also suitable for music production. The colors and viewing angles of the display are satisfying. The whole user interface of DAW looks pretty slick on the display. The battery backup of the HP Pavilion 15 is just brilliant. You can get battery backup of up to 7 hours on a single charge, and with fast charging, you get 0 to 50% battery with just 45 minutes of charge. That is pretty good for those who produce music on the go while traveling. For connectivity, we have 2x USB ports, 1x USB Type-C port, an HDMI port, an SD card slot, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. With these ports, you will be able to connect all sorts of MIDI instruments, mics, and other gears and equipment. Unfortunately, this laptop doesn't have an Ethernet port, but you can still connect LAN cable without an Ethernet port if it is important to you. Overall, HP Pavilion 15 is a good laptop for music production. For its price, we are getting a pretty good package.